Well, hey Warriors, it's a cold day in Chicago, but we're in the garage anyway with the door open because we're going to do some sanding on this piece. This is our next piece. We're planning on painting the body, staining the top. We're hoping that on this one we are going to show you guys how you can do a quick, easy flip. This piece, although it looks kind of trashed on the top, the finish and stuff, it's all really finished. There's no major cracks or breaks or dents or dings. It's all in really good shape, other than the finish is wearing off it. So this should be a real good candidate for a truly quick flip, and we want to show you guys how you can do that the easiest way. So you can, if you're interested, you can churn these things out. So Cindy says she wants to clean the top before she sands, so she doesn't gunk up her sandpaper.
Yeah.
Which is probably a good idea. So she's just using LA Awesome.
And cherry blossom scent.
Cherry blossom scent. Smells good.
Okay, time to clean and scrub. Got Dawn dish soap in the one side, rinse water in the other, and a double bucket. Come here. So now that this piece, the base of it is all clean, we're going to go ahead and put the liquid sandpaper from Clean Strip on the piece. We really do like the way this stuff works. So we're not going to do it on the top because the top we're going to stain, but down here we're going to paint. So we're going to put this liquid sandpaper. It's going to help the paint to bond.
Okay, so we're going to start with painting the base, and to do that we are going to stain this top down to this corner. So in order not to get paint on this corner, we're going to do some taping. If we do get a little bit of paint on there, it won't be a huge deal. Okay, so today we're going to be using the Dixie Belle Silk all-in-one mineral paint, and we're going to be using the color Black Sands. So we're going to open it up and get it stirred up. So we are going to stain the top. We're going to be using Dixie Belle's Walnut. We really like this stain. And hopefully, like in the last video, I won't drop the can. I've got a towel over here to wipe down with. See, when I'm already dropping things. You got a problem?
What's wrong?
I don't know. Something was spilled there.
The oily substance?
And these are still showing up.
Well, we want to go with black stain. God, the stain is so pretty.
I know. It really is.
I don't know. That's got to be down deep into the wood because that is sanded.
Yeah, I couldn't even see that
No.
until I put the stain on it.
Well, we go with the black stain.
It's always something. So we don't know if something was spilled there. The rest of the top came out absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
But we got some marks right there. And this is really bad right here. And we don't know if something was spilled on the top there. We couldn't see it when we sanded, but something was there.
Feel it either.
So we're going to have to play with that and see if we can do something.
Well, we could stain it black. It would be a darker black than what's down here.
We'd have to get black oil
This
base.
is actually picking up like a blue. Okay, hang on a second, let me think.
We'd probably have to get an oil based black. Because what we have is white, or water, and we just put oil base on it. Okay, so we've about come down to the decision that we may just have to paint the top. However, we're going to take some odorless mineral spirits. We're just going to see if whatever's in there might come out. So I'm not real worried about blending so you can see it in there, whatever it is. I'm not real worried about blending the stain back in. If the walnut stain, if we can get the stain out of the wood, whatever it is.
I don't think that's coming out.
I don't think it is either.
It would be in the light. But that's kind of a pretty look, to be honest with you. I mean, if we put the mineral spirits all over the whole top of this gel stain.
And leave it a lighter stain color.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still see that.
Yeah, but like that, it kind of looks like. Oh, no, it doesn't.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say it kind of looks like it's going with the grain, but not really.
And that one's gonna be a lot tougher.
Yeah.
That's what I did with the small one. Isn't that weird? It's like the stain soaked in there because we couldn't see it before.
Whatever that is, that's deep. And this is just a veneer top, and it's already been sanded, and I would be afraid to sand it any further. I would say let's let this dry overnight and then put the same color we're doing on everything else on it.
I think we're going to end up painting it.
Yeah, I think we are
As much
too.
as I hate to say it.
Well, don't put any more of that stuff on
Any more what stuff? Well, if we're gonna paint it, I wanna, whatever I can take up of this, I'm gonna take up. Because now I'm thinking we're gonna have to put some gloss or something on here just to make sure whatever that is doesn't bleed through to the paint, even though it's dark paint.
there. Sure.
Okay, so sorry about the shadow, wiped it down with the mineral spirits, and the stain was almost gone. As you can see, like here, it's almost gone, but still there. I just took the rag with a little bit of stain that was left on it, immediately it came right back. So whatever this is really ingrained into the wood, and because this is a veneer, we feel that if we sand anymore, we may end up going through the veneer, which means we'd end up painting anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and paint the top. It's about 8:30 at night, so we're gonna let it dry overnight. However, I am gonna take some mineral spirits, and let me back the camera up so you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna take some mineral spirits, and we're gonna run it over the entire top to pull up most of the stain. And with the mineral spirits on there, it should, and this is odorless mineral spirits because we're doing this in the house. Want to have as little stink as possible. So we're just going to wipe up what we can here. Okay, so the top is all dried out. We're going to give it a quick coat of Dixie Belle Boss in clear. Okay, so Dixie Belle Boss is all dry. So we're gonna go ahead and get the top painted. Then we can move on to the drawers and stuff. What you're doing.
Okay, so I'm putting the Dawn dish soap in, and then I'm sprinkling it with a little Our Keeper's Friend. And then I'm using a toothbrush, which is a soft bristled toothbrush, and kind of making a paste, putting the paste all over it. And then we're putting it on the paper towel. I'm going to let them sit for like a half an hour with this mixture on it. And kind of let that paste just dry on there. Because it's not as stinky. And I found that if you put a little bit of Dawn on first, makes it really nice and sticky for the Barkeeper's Friend to stick. So, and then I rinse my toothbrush a little bit, add just a little bit of water to it. You can kind of see when you're brushing it how it's kind of pulling some of that blackness off. Dirt and grime and other people's yuck off. So now, take a picture of this stuff. Kind of all dried and crusty. You can see it dried and crusty. Come over here and look. Even though that's dried and crusty, it didn't take a lot of scrubbing. Which, you know, quite frankly, is really hard work.
See the difference on the piece we haven't cleaned too.
Okay, so this is painted with Dixie Belle silk, which has a top coat in it. But we're gonna put another top coat on it because we want to protect the top some more. So what we're gonna do is with the 320, I know this says 80, but this is really 320. We're just gonna give it a very light sanding, no pressure, and we're just gonna sand it to make it really smooth, and then put our top coat on. Okay, so now we're ready to use the Wipe On Poly. It's my Minwax. I really love this stuff, just so you know. You might already have figured that out. Whoa. You just put some on your rag and wipe.
Okay, so we're ready to get the liquid sandpaper on the drawers. We just poured a little bit in here. We're gonna use a brush so we can get into all these little crevices, and then we'll use a rag. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments. We hope maybe this helps you out if you're doing your own furniture. And as always, have a flippin' awesome day.